Hey everyone, welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Cela, and it's shaping up to be another action-packed week in the markets. We've got a lot to cover today, so let's dive right in. First up, all eyes are on Jackson Hole, Wyoming, where Fed Chair Jerome Powell is set to speak at the central bank's annual economic symposium on Friday. His keynote address will be crucial as markets are eagerly waiting for any clues on the pace and timing of upcoming rate cuts. Recent positive data has fueled hopes of a soft landing for the economy, pushing U.S. stocks higher after the growth scare earlier this month. The big question on everyone's mind is, will the Fed cut rates by a quarter percentage point or go for a half-point cut at its September meeting? We'll likely get some answers this week. Now, turning to U.S. data, the Fed will publish the minutes of its July meeting on Wednesday. These minutes could provide more context on the Fed's thinking around rate cuts, especially after Powell acknowledged progress on inflation. We'll also see a preliminary estimate of the benchmark revision to non-farm payrolls for March 2024, which could offer fresh insights into the labor market. Keep an eye on Thursday's initial jobless claims report, too. With several Fed officials, including Christopher Waller and Raphael Bostic, speaking this week, there will be plenty of opportunities for markets to react to any shifts in the Fed's outlook. On the political front, the Democratic National Convention kicks off in Chicago on Monday. Vice President Kamala Harris will be in the spotlight as she solidifies her bid for the presidency following President Biden's decision to step down. Harris has been gaining momentum in recent polls, even surpassing Donald Trump in some betting markets. Investors will be closely watching her policy positions, particularly her commitment to preserving Federal Reserve independence, a stance that contrasts sharply with her Republican rival. Global economic activity will also be in focus with PMI data rolling out on Thursday. These purchasing managers' indexes give us a real-time snapshot of the economy. Last month, the data pointed to a slowdown with persistent inflation, leaving central banks in a tricky spot. U.S. manufacturing activity weakened, and Germany's numbers were particularly concerning, indicating contraction in the Eurozone's largest economy. If this month's data repeats those patterns, it could mean that any rate cuts we're hoping for might take longer to materialize than the markets would like. Finally, let's talk energy markets. We're seeing a lot of volatility right now, with crude oil prices hovering above $80 a barrel amid fears of supply disruptions from the Middle East. At the same time, concerns about oil demand from China are keeping prices in check. Over in Europe, gas prices are swinging wildly as the conflict near the Russian town of Sudzha raises fears about the potential halt of gas deliveries through Ukraine. With so many risk factors in play, energy markets are likely to remain volatile for the foreseeable future. That's it for today's Capital Markets Quickie. It's a big week ahead with lots of moving parts, so stay tuned and stay informed. I'm Endrit Cela, wishing you a great week in the markets. Catch you next time.